So right now we talked about how same-sex marriage should not be allowed because they are breaking traditions, because they are weakening the institution of marriage, and because it's bad for the economy. And we are talking, we showed examples about breaking traditions and how that's important for us and for our society as we know today, and how the institution of marriage is being broken because same-sex couples are not taking it seriously as the same way heterosexual couples are. And we say that it's bad for the economy because they are taking the same benefits that we would apply or give out to old people. And if we're talking about already how the social security system is broken, and we are talking about adding same-sex couples to that and giving them the benefit, so what would we do? We would take money from old people who worked their whole lives saving money and putting money in there just to give to the heterosexual couples? That's not right. They want their parent partners to be eligible for those survivors' benefits, but it's also a double standard, so we would put them in and take out the benefits from the old people. We also talked about the weakening of the institution of marriage, and research in a paper also published by the Harvard Journal of Law and Public Policy. It is said that in the 80s, Professor David McWhiter and Andrew Mattson, themselves in a romantic relationship, set out to disprove popular beliefs about gay partners' lack of adherence to sexual exclusivity. Of 156 gay couples that they surveyed, whose relationships had lasted from 1 to 37 years, more than 60% had entered a relationship expecting sexual exclusivity, but not a single one, couple stayed sexually exclusive for longer than 5 years. So if you compare that to heterosexual couples and how they take it seriously, the institution of marriage, it's safe to assume that they're not really keeping up with the tradition of marriage. We also talked about how it is not a discrimination and how giving the right to gay marriage is asking for special treatment. And our opponents made the claim that, well, if it's the black rights and the Romans' right and all of that. And a reporter from the USA Today said in his article that, if discriminations, actually it was in a paper published by the South Texas Law Review, if discrimination against gays were considered to fall within the same category as race-based classifications, the case against same-sex marriage prohibition would appear to be quite strong. The court, however, has not found that sexual orientation is a specifically protected class under the Equal Protection Law. And what that means is that for the civil rights movement and all of that, we were making decisions based on race, and that was not right. Here we are talking about gender and about this expectations of society to those people. So it's flawed to compare social movement, the civil rights movement, with the gay marriage because they are based in different things. And we are not discriminating against gay marriage or gays. Actually, gay acceptance, according to Gallup, gay acceptance increased. Americans are now accepting of gays and lesbians at any point, accepting more, at any point in the last 3 decades, if not U.S. history. So it's not really discrimination. We just want to make a boundary and stipulate limits to what marriage is.